Alright guys, so this is my first video I'm going to try like this. I've never actually done one this way. Last year when I recorded I did a little bit different. So this is going to be we're going to end up uploading this as a lesson 3 review. So a little name on here, man. Lesson 3 review. Alright, and the first thing I want to tell you guys is the most important thing I could tell you, and I hope you're starting to see it from my quizzes, is it's really important with the I-Ready quizzes that we take our time and we read the problem and we ask ourselves those questions. What is this problem about? What are we trying to find out? What information is important? Because these questions can be super tricky. All right, let's just keep moving though, because I would love to keep this video under 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is when we look at standard form, and that's if we look at number 1 in standard form, that means the decimal is written out like this. So we're going to read the decimal 3 and 8 thousandths. So the first thing it's kind of asking us to do is if we could put it in an expanded form. So the way you do expanded form is you kind of look at the place value. So I now have a 3 in the ones. So I would do 3 times 1. And then I got to add, what else do I have? Well, I have a 0 in the tenths, a 0 in the hundredths, so I don't worry about that. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to add 8. But I know it's going to be 8 times 1 over 1,000. There you go. First time using the pen, so don't make fun of me. And then if I want to write word form, I would do the same thing again. So let me read it. The word form is this how you read it. So it's 3 and 8 thousandths. So 3 and 8 thousandths. There you go. Hey, make sure we remember this and right here. When we say and, the only time we use and is for a decimal. So let's look at the next number. Let's move on to number 2 to keep moving. So the next one is number 2, and it says the standard form is 56 and 92 thousandths. So the first thing we're gonna do is in our expanded form, just like before. So we start with the largest place value, which is tens. So we have 5 tens. So 5 times 10. All right, then we're gonna add. We have 6 ones, so 6 times 1. And then we're gonna go with, well, we have 0 tenths. And then we have 9 hundredths, so we're going to do 9 times, remember, 1 over 100, because whatever we multiply, that represents the place value. And then we have 2,000, so plus 2 times 1 over 1,000. Okay? So those are 2 quick examples. And then what I really want to do is I want to take this number 3, which is 608, and 202 thousandths. So how I would write that in standard form is we're going to do 608, and is our decimal, and then we're going to do 202 thousandths. So 202, and then that goes to the thousandths place. Remember, that shows our least value. My least value is my last value all the way to the right, and that is the thousandths place. So I'm going to scroll down because I want to take that number, that 608 decimal 202, so 608 and 202 thousandths, and I want to put it down at the bottom. So if I go back down here, I had, if I remember this right, I had 608 and 202 thousandths, okay? And now I want to talk about those 2 ways that we can divide this and write this in expanded form. So I was showing you the way that we multiplied earlier, but I want to show you the other way with fractions. So I could say this is the same as the mixed number of 608 and 202 thousandths, or 202 over 1,000. Okay, and then I can break that apart. I can go, this is 608 plus 202 thousandths. Remember, we pronounce fractions the same way as decimals. And then I can, just like we had an example in our homework, I can move these, I can break this apart even further in the expanded form. I can say, well, I know I have 200, I have 2 hundredths over 1,000. and I have the ones place, I only have 2. Okay? And then the final thing I need to do is I need to go ahead and see if I can break this down even further into a different place value. Well, I know that 100 goes into 1,000 10 times. So I know if I was to make the equivalent fraction with a denominator of 10, that 200 thousandths would become 2 tenths. I know that's equivalent. Plus 2 thousandths. So my final answer for this, for expanded form and fraction, would be 608, which is my whole number, plus, and I'm going to go ahead and circle this so you guys can see it. So 608. Oh no, my mouse took off on me, guys. Come up here. Not quite sure what happened, but we're going to just go ahead and fix it. Let's erase the whole line. So if I was going to write 608 and 202 thousandths, I would go ahead, and this would be my final example for the standard form and fractions. Okay? So I just want to provide you 3 real quick examples. And remember, when you take your quiz tomorrow, go ahead, take your time, read your question. I know they are hard. All right, guys, see you in the morning. Post in the comments. I've never done a video this way. Really interested to hear your feedback. I try to keep it under 5 minutes. We're almost at 7 minutes. All right, guys, let me know what you think. Subscribe. I'll see you in the morning.